Hi, my name is Jenna. Today we are going to talk about food safety, safe handling and preparation. In our daily life, we don't put too many attentions on what we eat. All we care about is that the food is delicious. Actually, eating safe food is very important for us. So, why do we need to eat safe food? There are three reasons. Number one, around 600 million people feel ill after eating contaminated food. Number two, chemical contamination can lead to acute poisoning or long-term diseases, such as cancer. Number three, many foodborne diseases might lead to long-lasting disability and death. Therefore, we would like to introduce the three main causes of food safety problems. First, heavy metals. Second, E. coli. Third, pesticide.
Hi, I'm Jenny. Do you usually eat onion, chocolate, canned fish, chicken breast, and carrots? If yes, you need to listen carefully because they are likely to contain heavy metals. First, I'm going to tell you about how to heavy metal get into your food. From soil heavy metal pollution and food safety in China affects sources and removing technology list assets. We know with the urbanizations and industrializations, more and more metals are released into the environments. Then the food absorbs heavy metal in the environments, affecting human health and forming a vicious cycle. Like this picture, people make the pollution and produce heavy metals that remain in the environment. Finally, pollution affects human bodies. So I'm going to tell you how to heavy metal affect the human body. There are four common heavy metals affect our body. There will be different symptoms because of different heavy metals, and there are some common symptoms like abdominal pain, chills, dehydrations, feeling weak, vomiting, sore throat, numbness or prickly sensation in your hands and feet. So next, I'm going to tell you about how do we remove and prevent the toxic heavy metals. You can eat a food that with sulfur-rich, or the food that high in vitamin C, or the protein-rich fruit and vegetables, or the food that containing amino acids. First, let sulfur-rich food be like cauliflowers, broccoli, garlic, and onions. They are examples of sulfur-content food which can help in the process of detoxification. Next, the food high in vitamin C like orange, strawberry, grapefruits can help to reduce the toxic effect of heavy metals owing to their high vitamin C content. And the pectin in a sour fiber found in pears, green apple, cabbage, beets, and carrots. Pectin have been found to increase heavy metals excretion, and the amino acids are considered natural cleansing agents and can be found in corn, whole grains, carrots, plums, and grapes. But make sure that these foods are uncontaminated, because some fruits are easy to absorb heavy metal, such as carrots and onions.
Hi, I'm Lucas. E. coli is a bacterium that is commonly found in the gut of humans and warm-blooded animals. Most strains of E. coli are harmless. Some strains, however, such as Shiga toxin-producing E. coli, can cause severe bloodborne diseases. It is transmitted to humans primarily through consumption of contaminated foods, such as raw or uncooked ground meat products, raw milk, and contaminated raw vegetables and stuffs. Symptoms of the diseases caused by STEC include abdominal cramps and diarrhea that may in some cases progress to bloody diarrhea. Fever and vomiting may also occur. Most patients recover within 10 days, but in a small proportion of patients, particularly young children and the elderly, the infection may lead to a life-threatening disease. The number of cases of disease might be reduced by various strategies for ground beef. For example, screening the animal pre-slaughter. Good hygienic slaughtering practices reduce contamination of carcasses by feces, but do not guarantee the absence of STEC from products. The 5 keys to safer foods are: keep clean, separate raw and cooked, cook thoroughly, keep food at safe temperatures, and use safe water and raw materials. Such recommendations should in all cases be implemented, especially cook thoroughly so that the center of the food reaches at least 70 degrees Celsius. Make sure to wash fruits and vegetables carefully, especially if they are eaten raw. If possible, vegetables and fruits should be peeled. Vulnerable populations such as small children and the elderly should avoid the consumption of raw or uncooked meat products, raw milk, and products made from raw milk. Regular hand washing, particularly before food preparation or consumption and after toilet contact, is highly recommended, especially for people who take care of small children or the elderly.
Hi, I'm Jessie. We are no strangers to the word pesticide. We often see it in daily life or news, but do we really understand it? By spraying pesticides on crops and vegetables, we can not only prevent pests from eating the food, but also protect the crops from harmful bacteria that are invisible to the naked eye. With the help of pesticides, we can harvest crops that looks beautiful. But have you even thought about this? As humans, we are also animals. Since pesticides can kill pets, would it also affect us if we consume food contaminated with these chemicals? So, how do pesticides enter our bodies? It mainly enters our bodies through the following 3 pathways. The first pathway is when pesticides spread during crop cultivation remain on the food. The second pathway is through the soil where crops are grown or the water used to irrigate them, which may have been contaminated by pesticides. It is also possible that through when food is processed or packed, the pesticides are used to prevent disappearance or shelf life. So what happens if we additionally consume pesticides? Depending on the severity of symptom, it is divided into acute poisoning and chronic poisoning. In the case of acute poisoning, symptoms may include vomiting or other poisoning-related symptoms. Chronic effects may not be immediately noticeable, but they can still cause significant harm over time. For example, it can lead to nervous system damage. In several cases, it may also increase carcinogenic risk. For infants, pregnant women, and individuals with weak immune system, the impact of the pesticides can be even more severe. Then how can we reduce the risk of accidentally consuming pesticides in our daily life? When choosing food, we can prioritize select products that are certificate organic. Additionally, when reading the news or magazine, we can also pay more attention to health-related news and current events. The last part, we are going to have a quick review about the main points. Food safety problems are mainly caused by 3 major reasons: heavy metal, E. coli, and pesticide. How can we prevent from food safety? First, wash your hands before having a meal. Second, cook properly. Last but not least, when you have finger cuts, put on the gloves to prevent from contamination. This is our site. Thank you for listening.